All right, guys, welcome back to RollPlay R&D. Going to the second hour here. What, Maggie? What? Oh, okay, that's 2. I see what you're doing there. It's like, no, Maggie, this is not hour 1. This is hour 2.
It's 1 plus 1, JP.
I get it. I get it.
Like everyone else does it too.
I get it. All right, Steven, take it away.
Yeah, so we were just talking about how to level up in Numenera and how to spend XP. So just to go over that really quickly so that chat knows. Here, I'll show this to you guys. Bah! So at any point in time, you can use your XP for either short-term or long-term benefits. So you can spend 1 point to re-roll any roll, yours or someone else's, and take the better result. You can spend 2 points to gain a short-term or limited use skill or ability. You can spend 3 points to gain a long-term story benefit, including familiarity, a contact, a home, a title or a job, or wealth. And then you can also spend points to advance your character. So there are basically 5 different things, and you have to purchase 4 of them at 4 points each in order to advance your character. So you can either increase your stat pools by 4 points total distributed between them, or you can increase your edge by 1. You can increase your effort by 1. You can become trained in a new skill or specialized in one of your current skills, or you can reduce the cost for wearing armor, or add 2 to your recover rolls, or gain a new fighting move, esoteric, or trick of the trade. And once you've done 4 of those things, your tier increases to tier 2.
Okay.
So there's actually a lot to spend XP on, and you can actually also spend XP to craft. So I think that that would be like...
Would you craft a cipher like you're trying to have Wheat do?
Yeah, exactly. Spending experience
So Wheat,
points.
do you want to spend your experience on boobs?
I'm really upset to hear that it costs XP, but I think I still want it.
How much does it cost? That's a long-term benefit. So crafting an artifact actually would cost 3 XP.
Wow, we are borderline in the realm of 4chan right now. We are going to have boobs and wiener about to appear. This is great.
Hashtag boobs.
Hashtag wiener.
Hashtag tentacle.
And that would probably be like a simple Numenera item, actually. And it would take you about a month to craft it all. And it would cost you...
Steven, earlier you were, like not earlier, but like last session, you were saying some of us were getting signs that we might be having tentacles.
No, that you would be the next Cthulhu master, not that you would get tentacles.
No, I think Bleen was saying that he'd seen signs that some of you might be
like
gaining
mutating.
tentacles.
Right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
That's one of the hints that he saw.
Don't do it, Wheat.
Don't you dare.
Don't do it, Wheat. You're going to get boob tentacles. Don't you do it.
Tentaboobs.
Is it permanent?
Well, I guess that would depend on like how much you were able to create, or like what kind of an item you were able to create. So let's see, like
he's gonna roll a 1. It's gonna be a
tentaboobs. Tentaboobs.
You can't take the time right now to figure it out, but I will let you figure this out shortly.
Okay.
Probably if you want it to be permanent, you have to take longer and acquire more materials. If you want it to be temporary, then you can do it more quickly, and you can do it with less materials, but you would have to do it repeatedly. Sneeze.
Foolish man. I only wish to make it a permanent change.
Yes, naturally. So, as you gather these items and store them in your sack or whatever you're putting them in, you notice that all of the grueling mentats around you all of a sudden get very agitated. Bleen, you've also made it up the shaft and out and opened the door that Iris is outwards in this cave. And actually the face of this rock that you entered through, you remember the cave was like back about 6 feet until it dead ended in the door.
Right.
It's now like 3 feet from the edge, and it's kind of all like slipping and dropping down the face of the rock in a colorless gel.
Is there a rock or anything I can throw into the gel to see what happens to it?
Yeah, you can totally grab like one of the there's actually a couple of like pebble-looking fungi that are growing on a wall near you, and you could grab one of them and
Oh,
throw it.
man.
You know, those
This is
sound
gonna
too
be
confusing
another-
and interesting to me. I just want a rock or some anything that's very simple that's not fungi that might turn into a beast of some sort.
At the moment, nothing in the immediate area is very simple, unfortunately, because all of it has been affected by the iron wind and rewritten at the molecular level.
Every time I hear gel, I just think of gelatinous cubes, and then I get sad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is quite scary.
How much with our rations? How much of those do we use? Is that one per day? What is that?
Yeah, I'm going to go with one per day. It's the easiest that way.
Okay. It says I have 5. Is that just food? Is that simple food?
We probably only
Yeah.
have 3.
Yeah, you've walked for 2 days, so now you have 3 rations.
Okay.
So you could just like
Well,
tear
thanks,
off.
Maggie,
Like,
for reminding him. So we'll knock off 2 there.
I remembered, JP. You could just tear off a chunk of bread and like toss it in there or something.
Yeah, let's do that. I don't want to throw
Yeah.
the fungi in there.
Okay. You toss the bit of bread in there, and it immediately sort of like expands to 5 times its original size, and then collapses in rot and like falls off the face of the rock and splats on the ground below.
Did the other 3 little people ride up with me?
Yeah, they did.
How do they react to this?
They're just sort of sniffing around because they can't really see. So I don't know that they really noticed that. But all of a sudden they start getting really agitated, and they say, "Bleen, Bleen, Bleen."
What? Like, what's up?
We wish to keep AAA. We wish to keep him. We must keep him with us. But he tries to escape, Bleen. Please help us keep him.
I guess my right eyebrow raises. I'm like, huh. 1 second, little people, and I look outside. Like, what is the rest? Can I see like the ground or anything like that? Or
Yeah, you can see down at the ground.
does
And
it
there's
just
like
look normal, or is it all changed?
Well, there's like one section of the landscape that has like gazelle legs sticking up out of it, and they're sort of like twitching at random intervals. There's another section that has purple fronded plants that are sort of like blooming and then dying. There's actually like a large mountain top that's broken out of the surface of the ground, about 10 miles away or something like that you don't remember being there.
Okay. Well, I turned to the 3 little people. I'm just like, take me to AAA. I'll help you convince her.
Yes, we will take you. Yes. Now, AAA, what do you do when you feel this hand grasp on your shoulder?
I think a little bit for a moment, just a moment, and then I go, I cannot agree to join you just because you chant that you would like me to. I need some convincing. What do you have for me that would make me want to stay here?
Like Blueface is sort of like reaching towards you, and then he stops and he says, "You would become the eyes to a generation. Your skills and knowledge would enhance us, would make us smarter, stronger, faster, better."
Okay, I'm trying to like
Stronger.
contain myself.
Your name would be sung through the generations as our savior. AAA. I hear you are called that for some strange reason that I don't understand, but
It's humorous,
please, we beg of you.
All right, I say, take me to the ether lattice manipulators, and then I shall decide.
The ether lattice manipulators reside above us. And he like gestures to the ceiling where this, glowing blue sphere of crackling energy and whirling devices is suspended in midair.
Okay. Can we not reach them, or?
No, it's out of your reach. And if you tried to touch it, you would get your hand torn off immediately by the speed of the devices whirling around the outside.
All right, so it's just like I'm in an elevator kind of thing, and there's just stuff.
Yeah,
Whirling
so let me
around
paint
me.
this picture for you. There's a platform that you're on that's probably like 6 feet across, And the shaft that you're in is probably like 10 feet across. So there's like a little gap between the edge of the platform and the edge of the shaft. And up above you, this sort of irising lens has opened and revealed the creature in its stasis field up above you. And the entire chamber is lit with a bright blue light that shines from above. And you hear, crackling and whirling. And every once in a while, you actually hear like a mind pushing against yours, but it doesn't seem to have too much, force behind it.
What is the mind trying to do exactly?
You could probably try to open your mind and connect with it if you.
Yeah, let's try that.
So that's going to be a hard intellect task.
All right. I will use some int.
Cool.
And since I have one edge, that's going to cost me 2 still, or?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Why?
Oh, I wasn't even looking.
No.
Okay, you are not successful unless you'd like to spend a point of experience in order to re-roll it.
No, I would not like to spend an experience.
All right. So as you look up and gaze at this glowing blue, ball of energy, your robot extensions and your ports and plugs, all there for everybody to see on you. Two of the grueling mentats behind you just like jump on you and grab you, and Blueface steps forwards and he puts a hand on your shoulder and he says, "AAA, you do not have a choice." And then he like brings up his arm and extends a blade of force from a wristband that's around his wrist, and he stabs
I want
at
to
you
defend
with it.
myself. What?
Go ahead and make your defense roll
Whoa.
against
All
this
right.
attack.
Intensity.
Oh my god. What is wrong with my rules?
That is not a good roll. Would you like to spend a point of experience?
No.
Okay. So this force spike deals 4 damage to you, and it ignores 1 point of armor.
Dang, that hurt.
And that is
JP,
when
hurry.
that is when Bleen is warned by his companions, and that is when Pocket and Amelia both see the grueling mentats in that chamber come like bursting back up out of the water, clambering up onto this circular platform, and begin rushing back up the hallway in the direction of the main chamber.
I sense hostility, Pocket, and I think we should follow them.
After you.
I finish up, put all my bile and stuff back into my bag, and we run out of the room, chasing
Okay.
after the 3.
Cool. Do you guys want to give me a speed test to see how quick you're able to be with all this?
Is that for everyone, or is that
sure.
just for them too?
I'll let you do it as well, Bleen.
Okay. So we're rolling what, against our speed?
Not against your speed. You're just rolling a d20 to see how fast you are, basically.
Oh.
Amelia.
2, 16, 8.
Okay, so
I'm covered in guts. I slipped. I fell.
yeah, Amelia, like you that was awful. Amelia slips, it falls in the muck, like tries to climb back out, slips again, falls in the muck again. Pocket, you like dash to activity. And yeah, to activity. And you manage to catch up to these grueling mentats that are rushing down the hallway. What do you want to do? Do you want to do anything?
No, I follow them.
Okay,
I
you're
don't-
just
I don't-
following.
Yeah, I'm
All right.
following them because they know where they're going.
Bleen, you meet Pocket in the main chamber, and meanwhile, AAA, it's your turn to act. What do you want to do? Is she here? Is she dead?
I
What
can't.
happened?
Oh, it's your turn to act, Maggie.
Oh, I thought you said
Maggie!
Bleen.
No, AAA. Sorry.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I couldn't tell if you were frozen. I was like, is she about to blink? Wait for. Okay, she blinked. She's
No,
still
I'm
there.
here. No, I thought you said Bleen, so I was like, I want to like not be in the middle of them.
Okay.
Well, we're kind of stuck on top of the thing, right? So I want to try to get the elevator to go back down. So I remember seeing what he did with the button, and I want to like
Mhm.
hit the button again while it's going down and defend myself while
Mm.
they're all kind of, I don't know, attacking me right now.
Okay, yeah, I'll allow it. Go ahead. I'll only let you hit the button though if you succeed at a speed test
Oh shit.
What is
because
so?
you're surrounded by dudes who
Maggie,
are
what are you trying to do right now?
Uh-huh.
Hit the button. Hit the button to take the elevator back down because I'm like elevated right now.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha,
And so
gotcha.
even
gotcha,
if you
gotcha.
guys do come and try to help me, like there's no way you're gonna get to me.
Gotcha.
Unless you want to climb, or and then try to defend myself while they're trying to attack me. Oh yes.
Awesome. So
Damn.
you also get a
Very
minor
nice.
effect, which I think could be like you push someone back, for example. Are you interested in doing that?
Can my ward like push them back a little bit? Like
Totally.
yeah, all right.
Off
I
the
want it to be like
elevator?
that, where my ward like kind of exasperates a little bit and pushes them
Yeah.
back.
So your ward sort of pulses, and it knocks back who? Do you want to knock Blueface back?
I only get one person? Yeah, sure.
All right, so you leap forwards towards Blueface's location, and your ward pulses, and Blueface goes flying back, and he hits his head against the wall and collapses to the floor below in a heap. And the two grueling mentats who are with you both go, and then the elevator starts going, and the iris up above you starts going, and this like beam of blue light grows smaller and smaller in the center of the elevator. These two grueling mentats both try to attack you
Oh,
at the
I do have
same
a question
time.
though. Where's Chomper?
Oh, Chomper should be with you, I think.
Does
Absolutely.
Chomper get to do anything?
I think that it makes perfect sense that Chomper would totally attack now.
Okay. Chomper is going to attack.
Chomper goes, "Row, row."
And he attacks.
Awesome. Chomper is highly successful at his attack, and he tears into one of these grueling mentats.
Was he
Let's
a
see.
D4? Was that what his damage was?
How much damage does he deal? He deals 2 damage because he is a level 2 creature.
Yep.
Good.
It would be 4 if I had that buff on him.
Yes. Okay, so it deals damage to one of these guys, and it sort of tears into his arm. And my wife just got home and sat down. You see this guy like shriek and hold up his arm with this like ragged bite across his forearm, and he just steps back. The other grueling mentat does step in and try to attack you when it has a free moment, though. Hang on, guys.
Okay.
Some shizzle went down.
What would you like for dinner, honey? I would like some
Just-
potatoes and steak.
Maybe she's
Thank
not
you.
wearing anything.
Is that why he just told her to go away? Go away! I'm role playing
Go
right now.
away! Can't be
Ugh.
naked right now.
Wives. Yes. So one of them steps forward to attack you. I think.
AAA.
Yeah, AAA. I think you don't have any modifiers to your defense, so you can just go ahead and tell us how you try to leap out of his grasp.
Me?
You.
I have armor, and
Yeah.
I have my ward that's on me.
So how much armor do you actually have?
Just I think one.
Okay.
One.
So
All
I
right.
mean, if he hits you, he's going to deal damage, which will probably break through your armor, but it won't deal a huge amount.
Okay.
But you have the opportunity to make a defense roll in order to
I
avoid the
would
damage.
like to make a defense roll. Let's see how that goes. I'm just really bad at defending myself.
Yes, unfortunately, your attempt to dodge out of the way was blocked by the grueling mentat who was bitten on the arm, sort of stumbling in the way of your dodge. And this other grueling mentat leaps on you and bites your shoulder with his razor-sharp teeth. And he deals you 4 damage, so you take 3 damage after your armor. What is the ward that you have on you?
Don't
I
all
think it gives me +1 armor.
Yeah, that's what you get your +1 armor from.
yeah, all foci or whatever. Are they No, is that the right system? Am I just combining systems now?
Yeah, no, focus is right.
Okay. Yeah, they all have that ward or whatever, right?
Yeah. Okay, so good. Now let's find out what's happening with our other friends, Beleen and
Friends,
Pocket.
save me.
Beleen and Pocket, there's a number of grueling mentats in the main room with you, and they actually step in front of the door to where
They're like trying to block us.
yeah, exactly, to where AAA is. And they speak out, or what the one in the middle speaks out, and he says, "Stop, you cannot stop us from taking AAA. AAA will save us from our blindness and our confusion. Please have mercy."
I step in front of Blaine and immediately it's like, "What are you talking about? No one's trying to take her away. Guys, cut it out. No one's trying to take her away. I promised you
her.
him, it, robot. It's a robot. You're a robot. No one cares."
Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "No, stop. I promised you. I keep my word. You got to cut this out, guys. We're getting off to a wrong foot here. This is bad. This is bad. I thought you were better than this. I thought you were enlightened. You aren't enlightened. This is disgusting."
Pocket, you feel a sense, a presence pressing into your mind. Would you like to either lie or resist the intrusion into your brain?
What do you mean lie?
Like, no, they're both the same. Ha. You could either, I mean, like, are you being truthful? Are you telling the truth right now?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I made a promise. I said that they could keep her. I mean, I have intellect defense, so I will use that to defend myself. And plus, I also have the ability liar, which is it has a T marked. It also has T marked off with itself. So I have intellect defense, I have intellect edge, and liar. I want to use everything that I have to make sure that they believe me.
But you're not lying, right? You're telling the truth.
Well, I mean, I'm saying what needs to be said in order to save my friend. That's all.
That sounds like a lie. So you can either try to lie, or you can try to resist the intrusion into your brain.
I will. Can I use both? I mean, I have liar. Liar is a T, whatever T means.
It means you're trained in that skill.
So I have liar, and then I have intellect defense. So I'd like to boldface lie to them, and then defend myself from any intrusion.
Well, so here's the deal. You're getting brain intruded, and you can either use your lying skill to make it so that the intrusion discovers that you're telling the truth and you want to help them keep her, or
that's what I do. I'm not going to defend it. I'm going to let them peer into my brain and realize that I'm telling the truth.
So,
Need a roll
lying
percent, right?
to the grueling mentat distributive mind is an epic challenge level skill.
I'm trained.
You are
in it.
trained,
Bring
so
it
that
on,
reduces
bring
it to merely hard.
And then
You
I
can
would like to use my edge on that.
Yep. You can
Like
spend
edge?
one level of effort from your intellect.
Good. I'd like to do that as well.
Is your
And this
edge
is a trained skill, right?
Yeah.
So if it's an epic, it makes it like below that, right?
Yeah.
One step down.
It's now
Right
just
now it's hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so hang on. Do you have an edge in your intellect?
Yes, my edge is an
so
intellect.
it only costs you 2 points to spend effort.
Okay, sure. I'll do that.
So spend that effort. Do you have anything with you, any assets that might help you again?
I have the
With this
ability
lie.
take advantage.
What does that do for you?
I don't have it with me in front of me. I have take advantage, and I don't know what that does. I can take advantage of anyone. I've taken advantage. It takes advantage of anyone who's weak, who's hurt, who's easily manipulated, that kind of stuff. Their leader is unconscious, I think, or out. So wouldn't that work against them? Because if they're a hive mind, then Blueface is down.
You know what? I would say that in this circumstance, they are easily manipulated because they want to keep her. and they want to believe that you want to help. So let's see. Hang on. I want to just look at take advantage. Is that from your driven?
It's my special. Take advantage of special abilities.
Yeah.
I see. Is that?
I don't.
I'm looking
I don't know
for
what's
that, and I
called.
don't see it. I only see it under feint, which is
It's probably under character
if you
options.
spend one action creating a misdirection or diversion. In the next round, you can take advantage of your opponent.
Let me see if I can. It's
This
in
is safe.
the newer thing you sent us, whatever that one was.
The character options one?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
You're
It
a
might be
driven
under-
jack who fights dirty?
Yes, maybe it's fighting dirty. Let's take
Yeah, I think
advantage.
So let's see. Descriptors. No, foci.
Let me see here. Fighting
Fights dirty.
dirty. No, I'm just gonna look up dirty. Dirty.
Taking advantage. When your
Alright, I
foe
see
is
fighting
weakened,
dirty.
dazed, stunned, moved down the damage track, or disadvantaged in some other way, the difficulty of your attacks against that foe is decreased by 1 step. So this is
That's
a
attacks.
combat thing,
Yeah. All right. All right.
not a non-combat thing. So okay,
Okay,
so spend your
fine.
points and roll your intellect defense,
Wait,
Oh,
did you
or
turn-
rather, roll your lying.
Wait, did you turn your monster fridge? Pocket succeeds into a into a beer fridge.
Yeah, I pulled a beer out of there.
That's amazing. I need to.
What
get one
do
of those.
you think? There's like a force field that wouldn't let you put
Yeah,
other drinks.
I thought like you
except
put
for-
it in there and it just like disappeared. And you're like,
Okay,
huh.
monster.
Only monsters must enter and leave.
Yeah, thought you like signed your contract. and
Okay,
shit.
Pocket, you lie with all your might, and you feel this probing essence slip into your brain, and it feels like what rolling around in the fall leaves feel like.
Oh.
Yes.
That's like my favorite.
So basically, worry that there's bugs in there with me. Great.
Yeah. And snakes and stuff. Yeah.
It's the worst.
And you just totally nail it, and they step aside and they say, "Thank you, Pocket. We need AAA."
And this is
All right.
inside his brain, right? I can't hear this.
Yeah, this is the statement is not inside of his brain. They say out loud with their voices. Thank you, Pocket.
I just like I put my tentacle on Pocket's left arm, and I'm just like, what did you just make another deal?
And all I say is follow me, and we go past them towards the room.
Okay, excellent. Now, Amelia,
Wait, so Bleen has caught up with Amelia and Pocket?
I'm
Amelia
with
fell
Pocket.
on her ass way back.
Amelia
Okay, you just
sucks.
left her.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, Amelia is now just entering the room as you see Pocket disappear in the other side of the room. Are you going to just keep following them?
Yes.
All right, you continue charging off. Now, AAA, you've only got these two guys up there with you now. One of them is wounded, one of them is totally fine. What do? You've got your Seski Chomper with you as well.
Well, I don't want to. I immediately go. I don't want this. I do not want to hurt you. And if they attack me, I'm going to attack. So I'm basically like holding my action until they attack me again.
Cool.
Because I don't
Yeah.
want to hurt them. I'm just hurting them in self-defense because they are attacking me.
Yeah, no, you can wait until they attack, and then you'll get to attack first.
Okay.
So the one who's right in front of you, who's just trying to grab you, he says, "We don't want to hurt you either. We want to make you one of us." And then the other one starts chanting, "One of us, one of us." And he leaps forwards at you again. You can make your attack in response to this, and then to
I
immediately
do.
take your defense action.
All right. Here's my attack roll. And then should I make a defense roll right after too? And here's my defense roll.
Damn.
Oh, nice.
Same.
Tell
16
us,
for days. Dude,
tell
he
us
rolled
what
3
you've done.
16s and a
All right.
19.
Yeah, what is with 16? 16 is my number today. So as he's lunging towards me, I kind of like dodge out of the way and I hit him in the back.
Okay. What weapon are you using?
I have a whip.
Oh, yeah, cool. Okay, awesome. That's a
then
light
I-
weapon too, right?
Yeah, it's a light weapon, so I don't.
Nice. So we need to remember, those of you who are using light weapons, including JP, your fist punching and also your tentacle punching, that reduces the difficulty of attacks by 1.
Yep.
So light weapons are quite nice, even though it only does 2 damage. Okay, so you lash this guy for 2 damage.
And then my
You-
Seski will attack, I guess. So let's see how
Yeah,
he
you deal a
does.
small amount of damage to the guy.
Probably doesn't really
Seski,
attack.
that is a fail on the Seski's part. He
For 10.
tries to like grab this guy's ankle, but he leaps and does a dodge roll out of the way on top of this platform. The platform itself finally goes and like rests against the bottom, and Blueface is standing there next to you with his force blade out, and he says, "AAA, it hurts me to do this to you," and he stabs it forwards into your chest. Make another defense roll.
No, that's where my moon is.
Yes.
No.
Oh no!
No, my moon.
I
He
could be
stabs
taking
you for
very-
4 damage, ignoring
very
1 point of
different
armor.
things.
All right,
So you
just
take
4
4
damage.
damage. Yes. And that comes off of your might pool first. So now, finally, Amelia has caught up with the other two of you, and you've gone bursting down this hallway into the large sort of gathering chamber where there's like refuse everywhere and columns
I am
and
messed up, guys.
a
Just
hole
an
in the
FYI.
ceiling.
Like, there's sparks flying out of me and stuff. It's not good.
Pretty low. So you guys can hear the fighting coming from down the ladder that pocket you were down earlier.
Okay,
Steven?
can I?
Oh,
sorry.
I'm sorry. I just want to make a general, ask a general question about the time that has elapsed.
Yeah.
I put that artifact on my rapier, and it had 28 hours of
Yeah.
usage. I'm wondering if there has 28 hours elapsed.
Oh, I
No,
forgot
it's
about
probably been like 16.
Fantastic.
that. Did we divvy up all the extra artifacts or whatever ciphers that we got at the end of last session?
We
think
did,
so.
but we left one behind somewhere, and I don't remember what that was.
It was
But
in
we-
this room, actually.
Oh, there you go. So
I don't remember what I need to.
can I have an identifying skill, but I don't know that I need to use it since I've been to this room. Can you really quickly tell me how many of the red and blue face guys are in here, and if it's similar to the layout when because the little sheath thing up above the iris was closed when I was here the first time. Yes.
You didn't make it as far as AAA had gone.
But I mean, like
You haven't
oh,
seen the eye yet. No.
Gotcha,
You
that's
saw,
all I
you
need to
got
know.
you saw the elevator
Yep.
coming down, and you got there right before it went ka-chink down to the bottom.
So the stuff that I've seen and played around with is still there then. Yeah.
Yes.
Good. Okay. Thank you. But how many red and blue face guys are in here right now?
In here, there's probably like 8 sort of standing around looking
but,
at you as you run through.
Okay, but how many are red? How many are blue?
4 red, 4 blue.
Okay, thank you.
And do we?
Yeah.
Where is AAA in the middle of all this? She's just in the middle.
So hang on. Where you guys have come to is the large congregational chamber where you guys ate and searched for
Oh.
ciphers.
Gotcha.
And there's a shaft that descends down with an elevator that connects to a hallway that leads you to the power room where
Yeah.
there's the power coupling that Pocket fixed. Beyond that is where
So we're
AAA
still
is
nowhere
being
near
stored.
AAA.
Not nowhere near. You'll probably be able to get there in another 2 rounds.
And the people that are escorting us, are we being escorted, or did we just walk by the people that were guarding that door?
You just walked by them. They're not really escorting you. I don't even think they followed you. Like the people in this room are sort of looking at you, and they're sort of whispering to themselves, "Yes, help us keep AAA. Help us keep him. Keep him."
I found the amplifier energy.
Okay, so we're in the hallway where the conduits and all this stuff was. Yes, that's where we're at now.
Yes.
I would, as we're running past, I would like to acknowledge to my companions this is where we were earlier, and that the easiest solution is not actually going to go help her, but in fact breaking the power conduit I put back into place, sicking red and blue against each other again, saving the day.
So
Boom.
do you like whisper that to me, or how do you say that to me? Also, is it just me and you, or is Amelia here?
Amelia's here too.
Oh, okay.
I stop. I can stop and point and grab you guys and be like, that's how we save her.
I look at you and I look at Amelia, and I'm just like, Cthulhu has taught me many things, and that is that fighting is not to be used in every situation. Get me to AAA, and I can solve this issue immediately without question.
That's fine. Go. You can go. I'm gonna try and break the because I just put a rod in place. It's as simple as knocking the rod out of place again to stick all these guys against each
The
other.
only I start to like walk off and I turn around as I start like walking backwards and I say, if you do that, they will fight us most likely. So just be aware of what you are doing.
I'm aware.
Okay.
And then I try to whack it with my bow or something.
With
something
your bow.
big. Something.
All right. I
like,
start
tools.
walking
I have
towards
a-
AAA.
I have a little hammer I can use. I have a screwdriver, small hammer, tongs, whatever. Whatever you need me to use to get that damn thing unhooked. I don't even listen to them. I just do it.
You could use an intellect task to try and like disable it without just like bashing it, or you could just like what kind of weapons do you have?
I have 2 daggers, a bow. I have a case of tools, a bunch of different tools.
Really, it seems like you don't really have anything that's going to be heavy enough or safe enough for you to just like bash the thing out of the way. But you could use your tools to try and like disable it.
But it's just a rod that I pushed into place, yeah?
Well, it's
Originally?
very large, right? Like the pylon on the ground is probably like 4 feet across, and it rises like 5 feet into the air. And then there's this large sort of cylindrical fuse, basically, that you slotted back into place. It's not like a rod.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll use whatever I can to undo that.
Okay, tell me how you do it.
I'm still not quite sure exactly how it works to begin with, but because I got it into place the first time, I assume using my identifying skills, I can try to figure out how the damn thing works, and I will use my best.
You could just grab it and try to take it out the way you put it in.
Is there any sign that it's filled with power or charged in any way?
The entire room is like humming, and there's crackling of energy coming from the bottom and top of this thing. And
oh well, then I mean, I'm not gonna touch it. That's stupid. But I will. Can I use my? Can I use I have a screwdriver and a hammer. Can I do screwdriver hammer?
yeah, absolutely. You can find a panel and start like pounding the screwdriver in with your hammer. No problem.
I turn to Amelia and say, "You probably are gonna want to watch my back for this."
All right.
Are you still in the chamber with Pocket, Amelia?
I'm the impulsiveness of Pocket's actions just have me a little hot and heavy. So yeah, I'm there.
Thank you. Good.
And I'm running towards AAA.
Awesome. So
You let me know when I get to AAA.
Yes, you'll get there very soon. I'm trying to get Nita to come over and show us the new baby girl rat that we just got today because she's very cute. Oh my God! Look,
What's the name?
this is Jelly Bean.
Jelly Bean.
Here she is. Oh, she's so cute. She's tiny.
Yeah,
Thank you,
it is
Nita.
pretty tiny.
I would like to call upon the creatures and make a bunch of tiny rats just come out of the woodwork and come towards me.
Can I ask
Hey,
you
I
a
can
question?
do that. That's like my thing.
Oh, can you? Can you
Yeah.
actually like make?
You remember
swarms
it's like
of animals
little
appear?
creatures come, like kind of like hang out around me all the time and stuff.
How do you get
Perfect.
that?
Do that. Please do
I don't
that.
think it's like an ability. I think it's just stuff that happens.
Can I
That's
ask you
wild.
a question about an ability because I don't know how it would work.
Yeah.
I have repairing. Can I use repairing to unrepair stuff?
Yeah, I'll give you an asset.
She'll be right back.
Thank you. Because I
I'll
figure
give
if
you-
I know how to put it together, I know how to take it apart, right?
I'll give you an
So-
asset to breaking
Thank
as
you.
a result of your training and repairing.
Thank you. Good. I'll need it.
So let's go ahead and roll your attempt at breaking this thing. Breaking it is probably a medium task, but your repairing asset gives you. Well, you're using a tool, which gives you an asset, and you're using your repairing skill, which gives you a second asset, so it reduces it by 2. You were successful.
Hey, I'll take it.
Nice.
You punch your screwdriver into this panel just where your clever mind thinks it should go, and the entire thing showers with sparks, and electricity races up your arms. Would you make me a might defense roll? And this is quite hard.
Uh-oh.
So you may want to. Oh, nope. All right. You take 5 damage and you're blasted back off of your feet.
So I just hear this like, "Ba-dong!"
Yeah, actually, you take 5 damage, you're blasted back off your feet, and you move 1 step down the damage track. Pow pow! You're now impaired instead of
wow.
hail.
Wow. Okay.
So
Can I-
I just have one
but-
question really quick. What happens when you get to 0 with a pool?
When you're at 0
You go to
with
the
a
next
pool,
pool.
you
Mhm.
move. Yeah, you start.
You just move to the
reducing-
next pool. Okay.
You start reducing the next pool, and you move down the damage track, so you become impaired instead of hail.
So by the way, I'm also impaired as well.
Oh man! So let me look up exactly what impaired does for you.
Oh boy.
For
Because I knew
you.
it was going to come up to my turn soon.
By the
but I
way,
just
Steven,
wanted-
the second that I
make you
can
aware.
get to AAA, just let me know. Just give
Yep.
me the go
people were
ahead.
curious. I am 0 might, 8 speed. So that's why when I was like,
my
shit's sparking, plugs are going everywhere. Yeah, messed up.
This index doesn't have impaired in it. Boo. Boo index.
Boo
Okay, here it
index.
is. Impaired is a wounded or injured state. When an impaired character applies effort, it costs 1 extra point from your pool per level of effort applied. For example, applying 1 effort costs 4 points from the pool instead of 3 points. You ignore minor and major effect results on your rolls, and you only ever deal 1 extra damage on your attacks for high rolls.
Okay.
That's it. So, Beleen, you burst into the room containing AAA.
Yep.
You see AAA. You see him
What do I
with
see
his exosuit, quite damaged, sparks flying everywhere. He looks like he's taken a good bit of damage from the force spikes. All of a sudden, you see these 3 grueling mentats go.
The second that they're like freaking out, like
Yeah.
while they're like having this whatever's going on with them, I
Yeah.
immediately run up to AAA and throw a cipher into her armor.
Ooh,
Like thrust
Ooh.
a cipher into her armor slot.
which
What-
cipher?
Yeah, what cipher?
I put phase changer into her armor.
Awesome. So let's see exactly
What
what
does that
that does.
Phase changer is a level 3 anoetic cipher,
Mm-hmm.
a small scarab-shaped medallion. Where you like throw it on me or something, with a deep amber
Oh, there's,
jewel
like,
set
slots on your
in the
armor.
center of its back. To activate, snap open the wings and press the jewel. That's kind of cute.
And I do that. as well.
Puts the user out of the phase for 1 minute. During this time, the user can pass through solid objects as though she were entirely insubstantial, like a ghost. She cannot make physical attacks or be physically attacked. Ooh, that's cool.
Awesome.
So I guess as soon as this happens, do I realize and recognize what's happening?
Yeah, I'd say so.
That's a cool cipher. All right, I start moving, like, trying to make my way to safety then.
Yeah, I just turn around. I'm just like, the rest of us are this way. Then I just run out of the room. So
Okay,
I run in.
then I go the
slam
direction
thing
you're
Slap a
into her
pointing.
cipher
armor,
and just
give
start
her
running.
a thumbs up, and then just like book it out of the room.
So the 2 grueling mentats with Blueface, turns out they have red on them. And they immediately leap on Blueface and start tearing him apart. And they're like ripping into his chest and pulling out ribs, and like Blueface is going everywhere. It's gross. AAA, are you leaving the room immediately?
Yeah, I'm going towards the direction that he was telling me to go. He said they're that way, so I was gonna
What
go.
is like the movement speed of someone that's phase changed? Are they just regular movement speed?
Yeah, it seems like regular. There's nothing about it that
But you
seems
can
to
go
indicate
through
it's
solid
slower.
objects, which is
Yep.
pretty sick.
So you guys rush back into the room where not AAA, gosh, where Pocket has just picked himself up off the ground. He's smoking. There's like a big electricity mark across his chest. His mustache is like lightnings out to the side.
Perfect.
Point of order. Because Pocket is the coolest MFer on this planet. I take one of my 11 remaining cigarettes and light it on my singed mustache
Yeah.
and smoke it and go, you can thank me later. Boom! Boom! Boom!
Awesome. Amelia, what are you up to now?
Running over to make sure that Pocket is okay after that disastrous attempt
Now-
to remove the rod.
Amelia, you could actually try and attempt a healing action on Pocket if you'd like.
I probably could.
All right. Up to you. No
I
I
problem.
probably could.
I probably could. I'm just so I'm I just saw Pocket get blasted. I'm obviously concerned, but suddenly when AAA runs into the room, that's
Yeah.
what grabs my attention.
Well, and AAA does suddenly run into the room, looking translucent.
Am I right behind or right in front?
Yeah, I think you run into the room immediately ahead of AAA.
So considering that I've sort of been out of the loop for a little bit, only running in here and seeing Pocket, try to dismantle the rod, I immediately, yelled at AAA like, "What's happening?"
I immediately go, Bleen. Wait, can he see me? Because I'm transparent.
Yeah, you're not transparent. You're translucent.
Translucent.
So
Okay.
he
yes,
sees an out of phase AAA that is sort of running along the wall. And there's a scarab, like a jeweled scarab on your shoulder with its wings out going.
Okay. Bleen put this cipher on me, and I ran away. He told me to go this direction. I'm not sure if he's following behind me. Can I see him behind me? Is he
Bleen
still
was in
following?
front of you.
Yeah.
Or were you? Oh, you're running in front. So you're in the room with us.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Bleen is there.
Why can't Bleen explain it?
But
I
you're looking
do it.
around.
I'm just like, hey,
Okay.
get that idiot up, and I point to Pocket. We gotta go. Whatever he just did worked, and it's not gonna be pretty here in 5 seconds. I like to look around the room to make sure there's
But
no one in the
I'm
room.
like, but the ether lattice manipulators, they're in the top of the elevator.
Well, shit, go up there. You can get up there right now.
I'm gonna need backup. There's a bunch of.
You can walk through walls. You don't talk to me. You're wasting time. Go.
All right, I go. I guess that's true. I am
Awesome.
a
So you
ghost.
run back down the hallway.
But I can't make physical contact with anything.
But you can walk through walls. I mean, you're walking on the floor, right? So I think
But I have
know.
to be able to interact with the object to make the elevator go up.
You gotta go now. It'll run out in like a minute. You'll be fine.
you could walk into the wall and then like climb your way up the walls. I don't really know. You can't just fly, right? But you can
Yeah.
walk on surfaces. So I think since you can walk through walls and walk on
Do it.
surfaces, I feel like you could like flow up
Climb? Okay.
structures.
All right. All right, I'll try this. But it seemed like the thing didn't open up until the elevator was up there.
You can walk through walls.
Oh, that's true. I can go through. Okay. All right, I'm going. I'm going. I'm looking
Point
at
of order. Super
I'm
point of
making
order.
my way up to the elevator.
Anything that she holds is also in that bubble.
Can she
Because
bring
you
things into
You
the
can get up
finish?
there, but if you grab the lattice thing and try to come back down, if it can't come
It
with
just
you,
says she cannot make physical attacks or be physically attacked. So
I feel like everything that she was holding at the time is made insubstantial as well. So yeah, I think she can grab
so if I
something and
open
make it
something and-
insubstantial.
Okay,
Go.
good.
All right.
I don't want you
So
to
I'm
get
gonna
stuck.
I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna try to climb up the elevator side, and I'm gonna try to go up there and like take some of the ether matter and inject it into like a tube or something, and then
You
my
want to
way back
like basically scavenge for a cipher
Yeah.
that is an ether
Yeah.
lattice manipulator. Awesome. Okay, so scavenging for ciphers actually takes like how long does it take? Let's see. So you go back into the room, and Chomper comes running down the hallway at you from the room that you just left, and he's got like the hand of a creature in its mouth, and he looks very happy. He's waggling his little reptilian tail, and he sees you, and he goes.
and I
He's very
point.
he's very
I point-
strangely confused as you run through him.
I point towards Bleen, and I say, "Go, boy, go!" And I just point that way.
Okay, he immediately turns around and like gallops off towards Bleen.
And Steven, I want to describe the situation that we're in. I see Pocket on the ground still. He's just like sitting there smoking a cigarette, acting like nothing's happening. Amelia's like standing over Pocket and like assessing the situation. And then the camera does like one of those 360 movements, and I'm there, and I just like slowly take off my sock on my tentacle.
Yeah.
And I put it out, and I'm just like, I like grimace at all the people standing around us. As if I'm saying like, bring it on. I say some stupid one-liner, whatever that is.
Like bring it on.
Like, bring it on, yeah.
So there's a couple of grueling mentats. Well, I guess you maybe can't even call them that anymore because they're mindless and they're like clustered at the doorway, and they're all looking at you. And when you say, "Bring it on," they all come rushing in the room, and there's 4 of them to the 3 of you, and then the battle is joined. Now,
Fuck yeah.
AAA, here's the mechanics for scavenging Numenera. Show to players. Wow.
Okay.
Oh damn.
It takes you at least 15 minutes to try to scavenge 1d6 ciphers. And it's a difficulty 3 intellect task. So you can get into the chamber with the blue sort of thing in there.
Phase thing,
But
yeah.
you're going to have to get out via some other way since you will not be phased still.
Hey, AAA Maggie, question. Just keep in mind that by deactivating the machine, whatever that giant thing that's up above in there, that is now probably free. So, watch your butt.
Also, Steven, I'd like to make a correction.
Just a reminder.
Here. The one-liner is, "It's time to do some motherfucking karate." That's what I say. That's what
Awesome.
I say. Thank you for that, chat. You're very smart.
Just a
So-
reminder,
Right.
because
So
Do I remember seeing any other, like, I mean, last time I asked what was up there, and you just said, like, there's stuff whirling around, and there was no way for me to
There's
go up there
stuff.
besides getting chopped up.
Yeah, so this was the same room that you opened the door in the main chamber into that had all that machinery that started whirling and it sucked that creature back into it. That's what you saw, but you saw it from below this time instead of, from the side. So you can actually probably get out of that door.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. So you sort of like poke your head up through the floor into this room, and sure enough, like all the machinery is starting to slow down, and you see like tendrils of molten metal come like slipping out, and they get sort of chopped off and they get sucked back into the center, and lightning arcs out in a whole bunch of different directions as this machine slowly destabilizes, and it's actually going wubba, 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 as like all the stabilizers are deactivating, and the whole thing is starting to fly apart. There's actually like nuts and bolts on the ground that are slowly like unscrewing, and like the camera is like right on them, and it's all like jittering and stuff.
All right.
So are you gonna like step fully into the room and take on the consequences?
As long as I can see a way out, I'm down with
Yeah,
going,
so
fully
there is
immersing
definitely
myself.
a door
Okay.
at the other end of the room, but you notice that the panel next to the door is not
Bum,
activated.
bum.
Do I see any power sources?
There's a big spinning blue glowing one above you.
Okay.
Again, this is where the camera rotates around AAA as if he's making he's making a critical decision.
Yep,
All right.
exactly.
I'm gonna do it. Let's just do it.
All right.
And I have to roll a 1d6 to see.
So we're now like fully into combat mode here. So
Yeah.
actually, why don't we take a quick break since it's about that time, and then we'll go into the fight of the 3 guys downstairs with the mentats, and then you up in this room trying to gather stuff. I'd suggest that the first thing you do while your phase is wearing off is take a healing action to restore some points to yourself.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, we'll take our second break. Still 2 hours to go. We'll see you guys after this quick 3-minute break for more roleplay. See you soon.